stand tall, defenders of cardboard, ready for the call. Mark hails from Buffalo with pride in his hue. Red, white, and blue, just like the sky, so true. Memories of glory, that orange bowl night. Greg loves the Fins, man, it feels so right. Give us a hell yeah, raise your voice, let it fly. Underneath the southern sky, we'll never shy. Riding with Lord Vader, racing on this track. With gas by our side, we ain't looking back.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Stream of Card Consciousness. I am Mark Ford, and as always, joined by my friend and my brother up in the Panhandle with a tropical storm bearing down on him, Greg Smith. What's going on, Greg?
Man, we have battened down the hatches and gotten our supplies, and this 4-mile-an-hour wind outside is really beating us up, man. So I'm hoping for the best. So far, we've got power, and I am rejoicing in the splendor that is a 14-game Boston Red Sox winning streak. With that roster, I'm surprised as anybody, but man, if they could do this, they can do anything. So I'm excited about that, and that's really what's been going on with me is watching them win every night.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
What's going on with you, Mark?
Wow.
You've been doing some experimenting with the cartoons and all kinds of different stuff. So what's going on, man?
Just having fun. It was Dr. Ford. She's doing another doctorate, so she does a lot of the schoolwork, well, all of it at home on the computer. So try to be respectful and be quiet and entertain myself. So coming up with some new music for the show and some artwork and things like that. We have some other exciting things that'll be happening here in the near future. So basically just trying to keep out of her way because she is great and lets me do what I do, and as long as I keep it in the area behind me, we're all good to go. So anything I can do to help her. So it benefits us, and I had fun with it. But it was pretty cool to spend a weekend making some music and doing pictures and things like that.
It was awesome. It was awesome, and putting it on the show page, I thought was very cool. And the songs were fantastic. So keep them coming, man.
Oh, thank you.
Keep them coming. Those are great. So
if all things being equal, I would rather be in a band and on tour than doing what I do. So in a sense, I'm a aging rock star in my classroom, but I would love to be out on the road and bringing it to the people and having a good time.
Oh, I don't blame you. I think that would be fun and just to get to do what you love every night. That I think that would be pretty cool. So I'd get me on the drums, you on the guitar, and let's go on tour, man.
Yeah, a little taste of it back in the late 80s, early 90s. And, it was fun. So just, the little bit of bar stuff and local things that we did were fun. So I imagine on the worldwide scale, it must be pretty cool. But it could be a drain too, like all things. You got to put the time in. And
Yeah, and monotony, I'm sure, man. Mm-hmm. How many times you play the same song and you're like, God, we've got to play this song again tonight. I'm sure that comes into some of these bands, man, that have been around for years and years, and they're playing the songs and Stairway to Heaven, stuff like that. And they're like, God, we're gonna play Stairway to Heaven again.
Play Skinner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Rebirth. What one you want? So, that was my thing back then. I can play pretty much the Skinner catalog, so that was always a good one too. Because they play Skinner and you play Needle and the Spoon or That Smell, and try to do something different. Simple Man, than Freebird.
Did you you could play the guitar riff on Freebird? That's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
that's the that's pretty good, man.
It's a bit repetitive, but I can. And it's obviously not as good as Alan Collins and Gary Rossington, but a reasonable facsimile.
Right. Well, good, man. So you got some cards of the week we were talking about. You want
to
go ahead and show yours off, and I'll get into mine
quickly. Even though I am a diehard Red Sox fan, I kind of gotten into the Nationals. Wearing my Nationals hat today. My daughter lives up there, so I get to go to Nationals games. So I've seen them quite a few times, and I have a good time at the games. They got a nice stadium. They put on a good experience, and it's not overly expensive. Well, I absolutely love James Wood. I think he's the real deal. I haven't seen him.
I was gonna
Eyeballs,
say the James. Yeah, that's nice.
that's a GMA that they're called now, GMA 10, and it's just the base, but it encompasses the two things. I like James Wood. I love 1990 tops. I'm an
Yeah,
oddity like that. If you watch the show, that I love 1990 tops. So I like the GMA slabs. And with PSA being so expensive, I try to find reasonable alternatives because I'm not in it for the money, and
right.
I just want them to be in their forever home and forever coffin. And I think I paid like $8 for this on eBay.
Really,
So, and that's a really nice card. And James
that
Wood,
is. Is
yeah,
that a rookie?
people
That's oh yeah,
don't
RC.
sleep on him. Don't sleep on James Wood. He is the real deal. Haven't seen him play in
Right.
person. He's unbelievable.
I had no idea. I was looking at his stats yesterday, actually, and he's 6'7". I did not know
Mhm.
that.
Yeah, he plays the field really well, and he's just a phenomenal freaking player. I mean, he is,
Yeah,
you know.
there's a slew of them. Him, you got Junior. We talked about Junior Caminero
Mhm.
before. The guy for the Cubs, Armstrong, is real good. So that's an awesome card. That's an awesome card, Mark. I like that.
Right now. So then with modern, I had a good run of some packs this week and hit some inserts and an autograph card. And this isn't an auto, but this is another one. There's kind of a theme here in my cards of the week that underappreciated, you don't really think about, but Manny Machado, and that's like an orange lava, does stuff, insert, and
Yeah,
from Tops this year. And I think there's one in every pack, so they're not like ultra rare or anything. But that's pretty cool, orange lava. I think Manny Machado is definitely a Hall of Famer.
yeah, he should be absolutely. He doesn't have the best reputation. He's been credited with destroying Pedroia's career, and I don't know if that's true or not, but he's always been kind of thought of as kind of a henchman,
Mhm.
kind of a mercenary guy, but his numbers don't lie, and I think he's going to be in the Hall of Fame for sure. I don't.
Oh,
I mean,
definitely.
if you look at the active players, his numbers are right up there with everybody else. So
Mhm. People don't really talk about him. He just kind of
right,
slips through the cracks. I thought I'd throw him in there. And then my next one, I love this stuff. Again, this is from Craig Haight. I've been getting these history cards in his sales, and they're gonna look cool in Classroom 4 now. Take some
yeah,
getting used to saying Classroom 4. Got to rebrand myself. But this is really cool. Yeah, it does stuff. It's the Boston Tea Party, and I
okay,
love look at the flag and colors on that.
yeah,
So
that's
that's really
cool.
neat. And again, I try to put things that are tactile and that the kids can pick up and look at in my room, and
Yeah,
help it make sense to them. I find that when you can put a card of an author or a historic event, uh, you know, and they pick them up and carry them around, and they have a pretty tough life, and we'll be room four now. But anytime I get stuff like that, I love it.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Now, do
That's
you
like,
when you
but
okay, just sidetrack you a little bit, but
mhm.
room four, classroom four, are you going to call it room four or classroom four?
Room
Classroom
four.
four is a lot.
Yeah, room four, baby.
All right,
Room
room four,
six or room
cool.
four.
And are you going to be doing teaching, or are you just are you
Yeah,
admin
a
now?
bit of, administration and teach still. But
Okay,
that's right by the main entry in the back. So I'm gonna
nice. So when I
be.
come visit you, I don't have to go back into the depths anymore. I
No,
just
you just go right down the main hall. It's the last room on the left by the metal
nice.
detector.
Yeah, cool.
But
I don't
yeah,
have
I'm gonna
everybody
be
wonder what I'm
uh,
doing.
patrolling, and again, the part of what we do, the kids that we get, and the majority of them are great, but
Yeah,
things crop up, and I can jump on it and handle it, and I'm very good at that de-escalation, and
nice.
I'll be dean forward and teacher forward at the same time. So that's what I want to be. So that's pretty cool to be
Yeah,
able
that
to
is
do
cool.
that, especially coming late into what I do. I'm an oddity, and I know sometimes it might
Yeah,
people don't really get it because it was a meteoric rise. People don't generally in 4 or 5 years do what I've done. But again, it took time. I put the work in. I did the schooling. I put the time in, and tried to be the best version of myself that I could be.
absolutely, absolutely. So
And then,
what you got any more cards of the week
yeah, I
or
got one more.
all right,
This
let's hear
is
what you got. And
again,
kudos because I know you're getting ready to wind it back up. Kudos to you on the promotion, man. Good for you. And that's a really good job. You've
yeah,
put in the
thank you.
blood, sweat, and tears. So
Yeah, blood, sweat,
you
and tears.
deserve it.
Hopefully, no tears this year. Just a lot of sweat, no blood.
Right. Good, good.
So, guys, it's like I'm into Dalmatians, and I have Dalmatians. I've had Dalmatians for 30 years, and Dalmatian tattoos and all that stuff. And it's kind of representative of me and my wife, and Dr. Ford, and it gets the family. I'm lucky that she supports what I do, and so that's Shiny Perdita, and I have a bunch of the stuff, Dalmatian cards and shinies, and so when I look at that, I have a bunch of Perditas
Yeah.
around. I think of my wife, and so that's pretty cool. And that to me is what collecting. I don't really care about the money, or it's more of a
Right.
personal thing, and it has meaning to you. So that's why I got silly things like Wally and Perdita and Pongo and Dalmatians and history cards, and I have my sports and stuff. But these are the things that really resonate with me.
Sure. So where do you buy Disney Chrome cards? You get them at the Disney store? Because I've never seen those in Walmart.
No, they're a fortune. And once in a while, Walmart will have them, but
Really?
I get
Okay.
them on eBay because again, I'm
Yeah.
not paying. I think a box is like $300, and
Right.
I just go buy what I want on eBay. Again, I'll pay whatever, $2, $10, $20, and that way I avoid sinking $300-400 into a box of friggin' Disney cards that I would end up getting Mickey Mouse shiny chrome thing, and I'm
Right.
not into that. I want Dalmatians.
Yeah.
So it's no different than with sports. I do the same thing with sports. I go get what I want,
Well,
and
well, I guess it's good for us that people do rip those boxes, or we wouldn't have the singles to buy.
mhm,
But
yeah,
yeah, I'm like you. If I see like that James Wood sepia that I got,
mhm,
it hasn't quite gotten here yet, but um, that I wouldn't try to buy a box to find that card. So you can get it for $6-7 on eBay. Why not? So yeah, I'm
exactly.
with you. I don't try to rip to chase stuff, and trying to find a Dalmatian in the world of Disney, I bet it's a tough one. So that's smart for you to buy them off eBay. So those are cool cards, man. Those are cool.
Thank
So
you.
so mine this week, I from time to time I'll have people reach out on Messenger and just say, "Hey man, I've got some cards. You want to buy them?" And I'll say, "Sure. What do you got? Send me some pictures." So this guy sent me some pictures, and there was enough stuff in there to make it worth it. But he's like, "I'll send you a bunch of random stuff too." So I'm like, "All right, cool." And so I'm going to start with these. I've got probably about 100 autographs now, and these were pretty cool. So I've got this Glenn Blackwood auto from 1983 Tops. He was part of the Killer Bees. Him and his, I don't even know if they were related, but Lyle Blackwood and Glenn Blackwood were the safeties. So I've got that Glenn Blackwood autograph, which is cool.
Excellent.
Um, yeah, yeah.
And I
And then
love
I've
that
got,
stuff. Even that's TTM, but a whole mountain of those. So
oh yeah, I'm sure.
surprised you got like 100. I think when we first started this, you didn't have very many. So good for
I
you.
had I had zero.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
awesome.
I'm up to about 100 now. Probably half of them I've got from you, and then just random stuff.
Yeah, I'd like to send them your way.
So I got this autograph too. It's Pat Hayden, and he was a quarterback for the Rams back in the 70s and 80s, and he was a Rhodes Scholar. That's one thing I don't know if a lot of people know, but he was apparently pretty smart and went off to Oxford to study and went to USC and was a pretty good quarterback, for
Good
the era
announcer too. I
anyway.
remember him doing the games.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah, he did some games and he was decent enough. He took the Rams to the playoffs a few times. So
mhm.
Pat Hayden auto, just random. So I get this and I'm looking through it, man, and this is dark ages for me, this stuff. So this guy, talk about people who don't get talked about. I got a Frank Gore rookie card, and it's from the Topps 30th anniversary set of football, I guess. So that'd be 2005. Oh, 50th anniversary. I was like, man, they've been making football cards longer than that. So Frank Gore rookie, I looked it up on eBay. It's worth like $3. This card should be worth more because he's
Yeah,
going in the
Frank
Hall of
Gore.
Fame.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely amazing. I know he was in Buffalo and we loved him, even though he's only there a couple of years.
right.
Um, Total class act, man. The guy was just, he is, he's one of the good dudes.
Yeah. I mean,
Allegedly, you never really know. He could be a complete jerk, but
yeah.
by all accounts, he's amazing and he's a great guy. He's a hell of a running back.
Heck yeah. He was in Miami for one
Yeah,
year and had 900 yards. So I was like, all
yeah,
right, Frank Gore, sweet. And he's like 35. So
yeah.
yeah, he's longevity. I think he's the third leading rusher of all time at this point. So good for Frank. And what's crazy about Frank Gore is he tore both ACLs in college, and
Yeah.
he was he ended up being the best, but he was like fourth string behind McGahee, Portis, and Najee Davenport. Talk
Yeah.
about a stacked team, man.
Yeah,
That
no kidding.
2001 Miami team was great. Now this one here, another Dark Ages card for me. This is Devin Hester's rookie card.
All right, Hall of
So,
Famer.
yeah, Hall of Famer. I just random stuff. Just got a couple more.
Yeah, no
Just
worries.
some random rookie cards that were in this. I know you know this guy. So that's Joe
Oh, Joe
DeLambo
D.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an all timer for you guys. All time great guard, really. That's his rookie card. And then I got this seriously off center Ray Guy rookie card. So that's cool.
It's ironic. I just that card in a bunch of cards I bought up in Buffalo out of the quarter box. And yeah, I like that picture with him punting.
Yeah, yeah. You got a Ray Guy rookie for a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sweet. That's a good
Yeah, it's
deal.
in the quarter box, that Mountain 70s cards. There's a Ray Guy rookie in there. So I didn't sell
Nice.
that one. I kept it.
Right. Yeah, that's a cool card. It is. It's a cool picture too. It's like an inaction card of him
Mm.
punting, and looks like he's about to kick the Chiefs guy in the head. So
Yeah, he's a
very
first
cool.
round draft pick. And he played quarterback too in Kansas, I believe, as
Did he?
well. Yeah. Kick, punt, quarterback.
That's awesome.
He's an athlete.
Yeah,
He's dead now, right?
absolutely.
Did he die recently?
I don't know
I
for
hate to
sure. He
proclaim
might have.
people that I've made that mistake before. Oh yeah, he's dead. And I remember when I told Manny Trillo that Steve Stone was dead, he almost started crying, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry, he's still alive, Manny." It's a golf course.
It's like
Oh
he did the Cubs game yesterday, man.
yeah, I didn't get any shots of tequila from Manny that day after the golf. I said, "Yeah, Steve Stone's dead, man." And he was like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh." Let me look. No, sorry, I had it mixed up with somebody else.
Oh no,
Manny wanted to
Steve
choke me.
Stone, man. You talk about a meteor. 1980, he won 25 games,
Mhm.
and I don't know if he won even close to 10 the rest of his career.
No, he was
But
something
he
else
had
that
that.
year.
He had a good year that year, and he's been around with the Cubs for years and White Sox too, I think. Now, the last few I've got a Jim Langer rookie card, all time great lineman for Miami, Hall of Fame.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I got some cool stuff in this lot. And then Larry Little, that's the last Dolphins rookie that I got out of that. So
I've
that's a
sent
rookie
you a
card for
couple of
him.
them, I think. Yeah, those are
Oh no,
awesome.
I just dropped it. Oops. All right. And then the last two, I've got a really cool one that you really never see. This is a second year Jerry Rice box bottom card.
Oh, that's neat as hell.
Yeah, it's yellow and it's that's going to the PC. That's a
That's
cool
cut
card. That's
well
worth
too.
huh?
That's cut nicely.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a nice card and it's worth some money. It's worth $20-$30 in that condition, especially.
All right,
So
now those would have been cut, right? Those are in the bottom of the box, and you got
yes.
to cut them.
Yeah, hand cut. If you compare it to another one,
Whoever did the cutting did a nice job because most of the ones I get, yeah, it's like spot on.
yeah, it lined it up. So yeah, I'm excited about that one. And then
Ray
this
Guy
one,
was. So whenever Wikipedia says was, then yeah, R.I.P. Ray Guy, you were amazing. And
oh no,
yeah,
damn,
2022, and he died.
really?
Yeah, 2022, Ray Guy.
Oh man, that
He was like
sucks.
72, 73. So yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
wasn't. So yeah, I didn't do the Manny Trio Steve Stone there. So, but that
I
would have
think
been like, telling Jim Plunkett that, hey, I feel bad about Ray Guy if he was
yeah,
still alive, right? So,
right, right. That is kind of funny. And then I think Ray Guy, like there was a story about him in the Pro Bowl one year. He hit the Superdome lights, and everybody
yeah,
freaked out because he kicked it and hit the Superdome lights, and it was like legend. So,
yeah, he was
and
a
I,
great punter. And
yeah,
again,
he
I
was
don't
really
like
good.
people or, players. I have no, they didn't play for Buffalo, I could care less. But I always liked Ray Guy because my dad did. My dad liked Ray Guy because he liked the story and first
Yeah,
round punter, and he was kind of an athlete that played punter. And yeah, my dad liked Ray Guy, so I tolerate Ray Guy. R.I.P. Ray Guy.
yeah. R.I.P. Ray Guy. He was always an All Pro too. He always had that banner on his car, which I
Mhm.
always thought was cool. As a little kid, he loved that All Pro banner. And then the last one is more of a folly of man that I got in this lot. The seller's name was Preston Jester. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of him, but he's just got random stuff. A 2018 Panini MJH exclusive BCCG 10 Matthew Stafford. So folly of man. why would you send this card to BCCG? First of all, I mean, I guess it's cheap,
Yeah.
and so it gets a 10. So does that mean this is a PSA 10? And I know people like to represent these, but it says 10 mint or better. So I'm assuming an 8 or a 9. So
Right.
anyway, it's a cool Matthew Stafford 2018 mid-career card. So for whatever that's
Yeah.
worth. I I don't know why would you grade this, Mark?
I don't know. It's that maybe that's when grading was on the rise and everything was money and everybody's going to get rich and you certainly aren't going to get rich on BCCG.
Right. Yeah, that's just a weird
And that's
card to
just an
grade.
ugly
But
slab. I like the Beckett slabs. I like that they're big and you can use them for a doorstop, but the BCCG are just they're not very good.
no, the label's terrible. It's just no, it's no good. But it's mine, and I'll look at it. And I like the Lions, so
Mhm.
that's kind of a cool card. So anyway, those are my cards of the week. So
Good cards of the week. That was
yeah,
fun
yeah,
cards of
just
the week.
some random stuff. So there's some things I want to talk about. And do you have anything you want to espouse on this week, Mark? What?
Nope, I am pretty calm.
All right. Well, I've got a little bit of a rant, and it's something that you're seeing pop up now. I do some admin work in a couple of groups in Facebook and try to keep the peace and keep the members in line and things like that. And something that's been happening lately is we're noticing a lot of doctored photos and turning up the brightness, turning up the saturation, turning up the the filters. This isn't Instagram or Facebook or TikTok or whatever. you know we don't need the cards dressed up. And the thing that's getting me is it's pretty obvious. And I'm going to send Mark some pictures that we can put up for some before and after pictures. It's pretty obvious what's happening. And two, to a man, when I call somebody on this or say, hey, is this how this card really looks? um, what I'm invariably getting from these guys is, well, it's the lighting. It's the lighting. I've got to adjust my lighting. I've got this really cool light box. Um, so I've taken some of these pictures and experimented with them based on the scans of PSA. So it's usually slabs, and I've been able to get the original PSA scans and kind of add saturation and color and make it look exactly like what's being represented on the page. So I, and the thing that's also getting me about this is when you call people on it. There's a group I'm in that the leader of the group made a post about it, and people are trying to defend this practice of misrepresentation of color on the cards to make the cards look better. You got to be fair with people when you're selling cards online, and you need to represent it as well as possible. You don't juice the color to make it more attractive to people. I've got some pretty stark examples I'm going to send you, Mark. So I know you don't have, I don't think you have a whole lot of thought on this, but I'd
No,
like
I
to hear
do.
what you
I
think
do.
about it. Yeah.
Well, anytime you're selling something, you should be honest. It is what it is, and I think that's I'm not uh, patting myself on the back, but people know, and the same goes for you. You get what we got, and we're transparent, and you can't. It's a commodity, it's a collectible, you're selling it, and you just eventually it's gonna come back and bite you in the ass when you do that stuff. And it's not ethical. And like I
Right.
tell my kids at school, here's the thing. There's a lot of things that are allowed and a lot of things that might be legal. It doesn't make it right.
Right.
And that, just because you can do something and it's allowed does not always make it right. So that's something that, yeah, maybe you can do that. Maybe somebody will allow it. Maybe some people don't care, but it doesn't make it right. And it's cardboard. And again, it's freaking cardboard. We shouldn't be, glamour shotting our baseball cards or football cards, or it should be a true representation of what it is.
Right.
And I mean, I can look, if you need, I never take pictures with the light on. I use natural lighting, because
Yeah.
A, you get some glare, or it could be, problematic. So I make sure I have good natural light and I take my pictures, whether it be outside, whether it be in a house. I don't use even, add light to it. So,
Right.
Yeah, it just we've talked about it a little bit, like when people take their scans and you don't really have a depth, it doesn't have the depth of field. But no,
Yeah,
it's not right. You can't doctor cards. So it's almost like, if you're buying a card where color's added, you want to know, especially like with the 71 Topps baseball. I have a
right.
really awesome Hank Aaron it's beautiful and
Yeah,
it's amazing and it's authentic because somebody took their black Sharpie and did an amazing job on it. So it's
right.
no different. To me, it's no different than that. And it just gets into that whole world of AI and you don't know what's real and what's fake. And, yeah, I like to play around with it. And I did this weekend, but you also have to be honest about it as well.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing for me is when I run an auction, I'm more likely to describe what's wrong with the card than what's right with the card because I don't want surprises, and two, it's the right thing to do. So too many people that I've been noticing are really kind of upping the salesmanship. And I think it's probably because there's a lot of competition. Um, where they're just not really, they're kind of glossing over things, they're not really describing what's wrong with the card. And now, and this is a relatively new thing, we're noticing some obvious embellishments on the card's color and just vibrancy, and it's not good. And the fact that people are defending this practice is really
Yeah.
what's surprising to me. So
Well, it
I
gets
don't
down to
know.
who you are as a human being and what
Right.
what is your values, what are your ethics, and those are the most important things. So there's that segment of society that just doesn't care,
Yeah.
so it's crazy that, people will defend that. Look, if you're selling it that way, go ahead, but you should tell people, look, I ran this through my AI or, I put filters on it. Just be honest. And I guarantee you that people generally, probably the majority, would not want to buy that card.
Right, right. Well, and I think that's probably the reason that they won't do that is because it's going to reduce your audience. And I mean, cards, the before pictures look fine. So the ones I'm going to send you,
Yeah.
you're gonna crap your pants when you see this. It's crazy. So,
Yeah, I'll
uh,
have fun with it, I'm sure.
yeah, I'll get those to you later today. But just a little rant. I've been noticing this a lot lately, and it's different groups and different people, and it's when when you get called on something like that, we're not stupid. I can play with this filter the same and get it to look the same as how yours looks. So I know I'm looking for it in the groups that I help administrate. So we'll see if it continues, but it's a definite trend, and it's been something that's been bothering me for a few weeks now. So
Part of
anyway,
it too, people trying to make their money back, or we've mentioned 100 times. You're generally not going to get rich selling baseball cards or
right,
sports, any type of collectible, unless you have, a gazillion dollars to, buy high end or get things at a bulk discount. And the majority of people that do this, you're not going to make your mortgage payment or your truck payment by selling, and it could be desperation as well.
yeah, that's very true. It could be, that maybe they overspent at some show or in a lot or something. So
Mhm.
I didn't think about that, but either way, that's still, it's deceptive, and you're opening yourself up for some problems if somebody gets that card and it doesn't look like it. Like you said, it's going to come back and bite you in the ass. So I don't know what people are thinking sometimes.
It's a
And
progression. It's a
huh?
progression of when you look at when eBay started, there were no pictures.
Right.
And then there were pictures. And then scanners came out. Holy cow, did those cards pop on eBay? Because the
Yeah.
difference between taking a picture, so you went from no picture to taking a picture to now we have scanners. And holy cow, those cards are just start, they pop. And then you
Yeah.
go to, the digital and then with the phone, and now we got AI and we got this and we got that. And
Yeah.
it just gets back to what's real,
Right. Right. Yeah. It's hard to tell sometimes nowadays with what's real and what's not. So my rant's over. I just,
Good rant. I
yeah,
enjoyed it.
beware. We're on the lookout.
It's
So if you're doing
pertinent.
it, stop.
And it's not
Yeah.
just, it's kind of like how we try to do the show and our show page and all that. It's not just relevant to cards and cardboard. It's relevant to society in general and who we are and who we want to be. And you only have one chance to make a first impression.
Right.
I got bought a card from somebody on eBay and it was a slab and the back was cracked. And his response was, well, it was in the picture, but he didn't put it in the description. So I'm
Right.
like, whatever. I'm not going to argue about $10 card, and it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of a reflection of who we are as a society, and it's kind of stinks. Sometimes I wish it was the '70s again, and
Right.
a little
Yeah.
simpler.
Everybody's trying to get over on everybody, and everybody thinks they're right and everybody else is wrong. And it's, yeah, this is a whole different path we could take this morning, but I agree with you. I think that people need to really examine sometimes what they're doing and what their motives are behind what they're doing. And is it the right thing to do or not? And I don't think people think about that a lot anymore. Is this the right thing to do? They just jam it down people's
Hype and
throats.
noise, baby. Hype and noise.
Right.
Woo, woo, woo. Hit,
Look
hit,
at
hit.
me.
Look what I got. Hype
Yeah, it's
and noise.
unfortunate. So we'll
Yeah.
see. But that's all I got for this morning, Mark. I
All
just,
right.
I'm going to send you those pictures and
Sure.
yeah, like you said, we've got some cool things in the works. So everybody stay tuned for what's going on, and we're gonna be back here soon. I'd say probably within another week or so with another show. So gonna get back on a regular schedule here.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. That's what we got for today. Thank you for joining us. And we'll see you next time. Greg, you stay safe up there if you get any of that tropical storm.
Yes, we will. We'll try, man. It's brutal out here.
Yeah.
Have a
All
good one,
right.
everybody.
Okay. Take care, everybody.
So let the game play on, and the music soar. Defenders of cardboard, forever we'll roar. Engage a country where legends find their way, with our hearts in the game, we'll seize the day.